So Bradley's going to be doing some sweet corn starting today, aren't you?
Yep.
First of all, we're going to do our mix. Well, he's got the sweet corn there, what he's specially hand selected, haven't you? 12 of them.
Yep.
And there is the soil mix, or it will be once you've mixed it all in. So we're going to mix in the perlite with the Innis stuff, John Innis seed sowing compost, which is what we've got. Mix that all together, and then it's about 25% perlite, and majority being the soil, the John Innis stuff. So let's get back to you in a minute. So we've mixed it all up, haven't we?
Yep.
Yep. And we're hoping there's going to be enough to fill up the trays that we've got.
Yep.
I'll show you the trays. We're doing these ones, which are the 6 cell trays. We're going to load that up now with the compost, aren't we?
Yeah. And then I'm going to put in these.
And then he'll be putting his kernels of corn in into them. Right, so they're all filled up to the top. Bradley pushes it down. Where do you push it down to? Your finger? To his second knuckle, which is about 1.5 inches deep, because that's how deep you should bury him, isn't it? And then in goes the kernel, like that, in its little hole. You've already done that first one, haven't you?
Yep.
So in with the finger, in the middle, in with the kernel, in the middle, and then you just carry on until they're all
Done.
planted up, seeded. So I need another tray of them, don't I? Because there's only 6 there, isn't there? Oh, you're a bit too far out to the side there. Try and get it in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, so just recover up that hole. That's it. And then put it in the middle. That's it, that's it, that's it. Good lad. And then he passes it back to me, who tops it off and fills the holes in.
Yep.
And gets them all full up, don't I? So these are sweet corn, and we're sowing them on the 27th of the 4th.
Yep.
2024, aren't we? But they're going to have the butter beans in those ones. Leave that there, because he's not got any butter beans in, has it yet? And the butter beans that we're going to be sowing are the ones that we've saved from last year. You see these pods? These have got butter beans inside them. And we're going to be actually sowing some of our own saved seeds in there. We've also got these as well. We've got the green beans, the fine French green beans as well, that we're going to be sowing. So let's get these marked up. Now this is a cold frame that I built about 2 years ago, and I've never used it. But what we'll be doing is using it today. I've just pulled it out of the tiki hut. It was in the tiki hut, that. And it was designed to fit to this like shelf that I've put in, this metal shelf inside it. And obviously it's lined out with the sort of mylar bubble wrap. So what we need is, like we've got in here, we need to have a watering tray, which luckily this fits. It fits nice into there. A watering tray. And then into that watering tray, we're going to put water, obviously, but we're also going to be putting our sweet corn babies, aren't we?
Yep.
And our butterbean babies. So let's get them in, and then we can crack on. Alright, so our 12 little sweet corns are in there. It's a cracker, this, isn't it? I'll show you all closed up in a bit. What have you got over there?
These.
Pods. Now, this is a magic trick, because we've got these pods, and inside these pods, they're like fortune cookies. So let's see what fortune you've got inside your fortune cookie.
We'll just snap it out.
Just break into it. See what you've got. Tip them out. Look at them. A beautiful white magic bean. And that's a butter bean. So have a look in both sides. And in all then, hopefully, we'll have another 9, because I've just shelled one while you were away. So just put them to one side up there with them other ones I shelled before. You didn't see them, did you, when you come?
No.
And just get into them. I like doing them along the sides here. You know, like you get it this way. and you go pop, and out it comes. That's a bit of a manky one, that. So we don't want that one. We want them nice and bright and white like that and dry. That's it. Put them over
really
there.
Smooth.
There's not a mark on them. They're perfect.
No, they're really smooth.
But if you get them furry like that, leave them alone.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They've already started to get wet then. Right, I'll just leave you shelling them. Give us a thumbs up for your dad. Right, little man.
We have finished.
We have finished. So what have we got in there then? How many sweet corn plants?
12.
12. How many butterbean plants?
12.
Let's close them off. Now the idea of this is it keeps all the mice out. You don't want the measly mices getting in here and eating all your seeds. Because as soon as they start to sort of moisten down and hatch, the mice will be in. So if we close that off now, so remember, left hand on the stick, right hand on the top, and just lift up the glass and then slowly lower it down, but be careful because it's heavy. That's it, you put your stick there. It's a quite heavy lid. You'd have to be Mighty Mouse to get that up. Oh, look at that as well. Lift it up again a little bit. Lift it up a little bit. With the handle, that's it. You keep it lifted up. And I'll just rearrange these a touch. Because you saw what was happening then, didn't you? Let me just pause it because people are going to get bored out of their minds, aren't they? Take two. Close it down. Oh, it's still catching, isn't it? So what we've got, I mean, that shelf is high up, and the higher shelf, there's actually two shelves. One's about 6 inches below the height of that. So the idea is that if I can just knock that back a little bit, in fact, I'll shove it down further. Not it then, will it? We know what they are. We know the butter beans. So if we close that down.
There we are.
When the beans and the kernels start to come through, when it gets to the point where the actual plant, it's only about 2 inches from the top, when it gets down to there, we'll take them out of there and we'll put them on the lower shelf. So the shelf's here, and then there's a lower shelf which is only about here. Yep. And that gives them about 8 inches of grow room, and at the back about 10 or 12 inches of grow room when we lower it. But we want the sun to get to them so that all the leaf foliage is picking it up, and then as we lower the shelf down, you've got that extra grow room. And then when they get to the point where they're up to here and touching the glass, where do they go then? Do they stay in here, or do they go outside in the beds?
They go outside in the beds.
They go outside in the beds. Show us where we're going to be putting these, do you know? It's in your cage. It's in your original cage.
Which one?
This one. Along with a load of peas. So we've got pea plants in there, haven't we?
Yep.
What your mum's done. They're just being kept in here, again, to try and keep them away from the miserable mice. Hopefully. And they should be okay in there until they've all sprouted up, and then we can bury them into the ground. But I've got to put trellises along. We've got to build trellises for things to grow up, haven't we, in here?
Yeah.
So let's get back inside the tiki tunnel. Tiki tunnel number 1. And we'll show you the rest of the peas that the lady farmer's been doing. So all of these in here, every single tray and cell is filled with pea. And we've got 208 pea plants in there, and then probably another, 24 in there outside. She loves her peas, does our Ellen. So that's the plan. We'll get them all started in here, get them up to a decent size, and then get them in the cages outside where the pigeons can't get to them. Into here where the pigeons can't get to them, and hopefully we'll have a bumper crop. Like I say, we're going to have the sweet corn's going outside there, and the butter beans are going outside there, because I don't think them broad beans are going to come to that much, but you never know. They've got about 6 weeks yet. They're being attacked, but wherever we find space is where we're going to put them. I might well put do a bed for sweet corn down here, because these are potato beds, or they have been. You want to see the spuds we've dug out of there, actually. These are from last year. They were planted in about the same time as this last year. And still we're pulling up quality potatoes. That was covered over with the black weed membrane and weighted down over winter. And these spuds have come out now. These are Pentlands, I think. And they've come out now, and there was nothing wrong with them. We just had to take the tentacles off them, didn't we?
Yeah.
Pull the tentacles off them. These tentacles. Because they were already sprouting. And jobs are good.
Should we find the ones that...
Your mum's took the ones we took out of here, hasn't she? We took the King Edward potatoes out of here because she's making mash for shepherd's pie. A lamb mince shepherd's pie for tea, which is fantastic, isn't it, lad?
I've not had breakfast or dinner.
You had your breakfast. Didn't you have Frosties?
No, I didn't have anything for
Have you not had anything for your breakfast?
No.
Oh, we'll have to sort that out. It's about 4:30. Well, you've only had an orange, haven't you? That's all you've had.
Yeah, that's all I've had.
Neglectful father there. Keep him slim on it, eh? So yeah, and this is the cage that we did previously, weren't it? Which we planted up last Sunday, I think it was, with all the brassicas inside. And this again is going to be protected from rodents and stuff like that, and also from your cabbage white butterflies and pigeons. That spinach, I think there's too much nutrition in that. There's too much manure in that bed. That's why we're getting this. Too much of a shock, a nutrient shock. Yeah, you're taking that out.
Yep.
That's a tiller, that, isn't it? A tiller the hum. But yeah, it's all looking nice. It's all looking good. I'm proud of it this year, guys. I've done a bit this year. Okay, boys and girls, hope you've enjoyed that with me and the mini digger. We've had a nice afternoon, haven't we, down here?
Yeah.
There he is. Give us a thumbs up. There he is. So yeah, it's goodbye for me and the mini digger from the Little Farmer's Farm. Keep growing with your heads down. Remember, if you're a lady, you've been beautiful, fragrant and fantastic. If you're a gentleman, you've been masculine, forthright and virile. And if you've been something in between, you've been something in between. And we love you all, don't we?
Yep.
Take care of yourselves and each other. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye bye now, guys. Ta-da!